Today I wanted to show you how to color your hair at home. Right now we're still in the midst of COVID, and even though we're entering into phase 2 where some hair salons are opening, but maybe your salon hasn't opened yet, or you're just not comfortable going to the salon yet, and you need to get your hair colored, here's a really easy way to apply the color at home, and then hopefully that'll last you until you're able to go to your regular stylist. So I'll just give a little disclaimer before we get started. I'm not a professional hairstylist or colorist, but I have been coloring my hair at home for years. So this technique works for me. So as long as you know your hair and what color to use on it, and you know how long to use the hair solution, how long to leave it on for, things like that. Make sure to do a patch test before, especially if you haven't used this type of color before. And yeah, so this works for me, and it's worked for years, and I find it super quick and easy. So we will get started. So I have divided my hair into 4 sections, 2 on the top and then 2 on the bottom. So I am using Feria Rebel Chic, a drugstore brand, and it is, Bad to the Blonde. It's an ultra pearl blonde, which I've used before. So if you're using a drugstore brand or something from, say, Sally Beauty, then definitely go by the instructions on the box for mixing up your solution. So I'll get my gloves on. Okay, so I've divided the hair into these sections. So I'm going to take down one of the sections. Make sure to brush your hair thoroughly. Try not to be too rough with the scalp, because sometimes the scalp can be a little sensitive when you're applying solution onto it. And then I just, again, like to finger comb through the hair, just to make sure there's no tangles or anything. I've straightened my hair today, just so you could get a better idea of what I'm doing instead of having my crazy frizzy wavy hair. So I take a section, and I apply the solution. So I haven't colored my hair in about 5 months, so I'm gonna do an all over color. If you are just touching up the roots, then just go to the root section, and then depending on the development time, then the last little bit, color the ends. But because it's been a while and I want a more even coverage, I'm gonna do all of the hair. So I just take some solution and then put it on my gloves. Oops. And then bring it all through the hair. You want to make sure the hair is good and saturated. I take vertical sections, it's just the way I'm comfortable with. You can take horizontal sections as well. Kind of go like this with my fingers throughout the hair, just to make sure it's got good product. Once I've done all this whole section, I'm gonna reapply with a little more dye, just to make sure. Oop. Try not to spill your dye. Okay, so we'll put this section back the way it was. And then I like to go around the perimeter of that section, just to make sure, again, that that root area has some solution on it. There we go, first section is done. So I'm gonna continue that same way all through the rest of my hair. It's hard to use these clips with with these gloves because they're all wet. And last section. And I forgot to do this with this section, so don't forget to do the perimeter of each section. Normally I would have my glasses off when I color my hair, but I am really blind without them, and I'd be like super close to the camera, which would be really scary. So. then I like to just go along the perimeter of the head one more time, just to make sure that I didn't miss any areas again. So. Get my widow's peak. Okay, and that is the application. There we go. So for mine, I'm gonna wait 25 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse it out. So with the drugstore brands, it says to lather, add some warm water, lather it up, and then rinse out the hair. So what I like to do is I like to work in the sections as well. So we'll do this one. Take some warm water, add it to the hair. Again, kind of this motion. It's not going to be like a thick shampoo lather, but it is going to be a little bit bubbly. So do that throughout this whole section, and then I let down this section. Again, do that, and then these two sections. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of a tip, and I will be back once I'm all rinsed out. So it got a little bit late yesterday. I was doing my hair in the evening, so the lighting wasn't that great, but I did want to show you how my hair turned out. So I don't know if you remembered how bad my roots were before. At least they're a little bit lighter. Actually, let me go outside into some more natural light. Oops. So hopefully this is a little better for lighting. Yeah, little idea.